कंसल्टिंग में क्या, इट्स समथिंग लाइक अ डॉक्टर. लोग आते हैं आपके पास, व्हाई? बिकॉज दे बिलीव दैट यू नो इट,
Right.
know the subject.
Right.
So you have to be updated. Sometimes people feel that they are not made for this type of job.
In culture building, I believe there are two very important aspects. One is retention per se, or three, I would say. One is retention, second is training, and third is interdepartmental communication, right? So, as a first part, what is more tough, retaining senior experts or training the newer joinees?
Retaining the senior guys, I've never found it difficult.
Wonderful.
The reason is, all said and done, I'm not boasting, but because of they came in when the company was small. So I could give personal attention,
Right.
train them. They all came with zero or negligible knowledge about pharma. So I trained them, so they have been with me. They are more like family.
Right.
So up to that, no, there's not a problem. It's beyond. I would say the third or fourth layer where retention becomes a problem.
Okay.
And as I said, as he was mentioning, the opportunities are much more.
Right.
When I came in, I would say the pharma consulting business was 2 or 3. That's all. Today, just go down the street, there are half a dozen more consultants.
Yeah.
So they have opportunities. And at the same time, as I said, they want instant. They don't want to spend time learning. It takes time to learn pharma.
Right, of course.
So I would say it's much easier to retain the old people. That's the first step.
And this third or fourth level retention, right? I'll just add one more thing or ask one more thing. Just reiterating, is it the internal factors that becomes a challenge for retention or external factors? When I say external, the opportunity is one, right? Are there any other factors that would actually impact the retention of the younger generation?
I think it's more of opportunities. Money is not a major thing because we pay as well as anybody else. And today people want, like, every 2 years they change, they get a jump.
Right.
I know of a lot of Spectrum's ex-employees, they go out, get a jump, and they come back. I have a policy in Spectrum that 2 innings are allowed, like a cricket match you're talking about it. So 2 innings are allowed. After 2 innings, you are not allowed back into the company.
You retired hurt.
Yes.
After 20, you're retired hurt.
So that's all. Otherwise, or some people move away from consulting. Because consulting में क्या, it's something like a doctor. लोग आते हैं आपके पास, why? Because they believe that you know it.
Right.
Know the subject.
Right.
So you have to be updated. Sometimes people feel that they are not made for this type of job.
Too overwhelming for them.
Yes. So they go into manufacturing, they go into something else. But otherwise, there's, I don't think the external factors are that difficult.
I would like to add here, like, in terms of one of the important aspect is the ownership what we give to each individual. So the ownership of his work, like he was saying, the output is going with my signature, suppose, or it's going out of my email. I am a signatory to this document. You should feel that ownership.
Yeah.
So
the entire accountability of that.
Accountability for that. So if I am really clear of the ownership, I am responsible. That's what we try to drive in right up to the lower level. So it's like somebody at the bottommost level or down levels, your work is not insignificant. It's very critical. So first time right, what you do really paves the way, makes it easier for the upper levels to deliver final output. So the ownership more we give, the more the person feels wanted and feels proud what he is doing. That would really
helps in
retention. So that's the key thing. And training are, like, say, add-on parts to it. It's a must. You cannot say without training because, as he said, like, we are consultants. We are expected to be one up. We are expected to know more. We are expected to advise.
Right.
We are not just there to do some drawing which somebody has an idea. We just reprint that. We are supposed to bring out the best practices, best methods to do more economical, more optimized solutions. So that's what is the expectation. So how do you do that is by continuous training to newer developments, getting exposure to that. So this is also a very important aspect on it.
Great. Now, the second part, because it's not a make or break situation, but the interdepartmental communication, because there are certain departments who cannot see each other, right? When I say see each other, not literally, but the nature of work demands that kind of friction, right? Be it sales and marketing, because I have been on both sides, so I understand what sales and projects, right? And other departments as well. So, how big or how important is it for Spectrum, and how is it managed generally?
I would say, fortunately, we have not had that kind of a big issue here at Spectrum between
Great.
the interdepartment. Like they don't see eye to eye or something. What has happened is, like, say, most of us have grown with the organization. So we were leading smaller team. Now the teams have become bigger and all, and each one of us is there at leadership among the old hands. They are like leading these teams. So there's always, like, say, they both gel. So at the top they gel very well. So they are.
Yeah, I think the challenge generally, when I said it's not a chronic challenge anywhere, but it happens under pressure, right? There is project delivery,
right,
there is project delivery, and then there is accountability. So the commitments were some commitments done, delivery में कुछ issue है, तो that is there.
वो friction होता है, like process and engineering. It doesn't happen with non-revenue generating departments like accounts है, HR है, admin है, उनसे उतना problem नहीं है. Problem is within. अभी process वाला कुछ करेगा, the engineering guy has to convert what the process guy says into an actual drawing.
Right.
तो वहाँ पे friction होता है, but then fortunately for us, these frictions are positive frictions.
Great.
And when I say positive friction होना है for the betterment of the job, for the betterment of the client.
project.
At the end of the day, they are the people who are part of the same team when they play cricket. So they're part. Why play cricket? This 12th and 13th, we're going to celebrate our 30th anniversary. They're all together. Half of them will be dancing together. वापस आके वही झगड़ा करेंगे.
No, वो तो it's a healthy environment. वो तो,
yeah.
That's why I think you're terming it as a family, right? तो होता ही है वो.
Yes.
And this would say happen because a lot of ambiguity. Why didn't you tell us earlier? Now, when you added this, why didn't you inform us in time so that we could have considered this thing when we were doing our work? Now
Right.
we have to redo it and all those. So this has happened. It happens.
It will happen as well.
And it will happen. So what we've tried to do is go more in an SOP driven thing, process flow driven mechanism. What comes to next department should contain so and so things. Then it gets into processing. If not, ask questions back and then take it forward. So we've tried to build in that. In fact, we've gone many steps ahead, which we're into ISO. So we are now in the process of ISO certification, the next level of thing. And you don't find any of the Indian consultants in this space. So this is what we want to be truly living and doing what we say. We just don't want to be, we have some process, everything is happening, and we will get
Everything is
certified.
documented and there for anybody to see and follow.
See, being a pharma guy, for me, documentation, validation is all very important.
Yeah.
I brought the same thing into consultancy also.